Hey everyone, if you're new here, welcome. For those old and new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, because seriously, every like really helps. Share this video around with your friends on your social media platforms. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a post for more videos like this. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Pretty sure I said that. But anyway, as you can tell by the title of this video, I want to talk about what it means to be a good person and a Jehovah's Witness. A lot of you know, for those who don't know, I was a Jehovah's Witness at one point. I didn't really want to, but I had to. I was forced to by my father, etc. I remember there is this thing that Jehovah's Witnesses have are called assemblies. Assembly Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. For those who don't know what that is, for Jehovah's Witnesses, it's where their certain district congregation comes together. Most of the district congregations come together on a weekend and get brainwashed for 8 hours. That's just the reality of it for them, unfortunately. Anyway, little backstory of what it means to be a good person. I remember I wanted to help my sister because it felt good to me. Something told me to want to do it. So I helped her with what I was going to help her with. And I wanted to tell my dad for some reason. Don't ask me why. I wanted to tell my dad. And he's like, "Oh, you're such a good Christian." This was the day of the assembly. Anyway, he's like, "Oh, you're such a good Christian." And in my head, as I told him this, you don't have to be religious to be a good person. It felt good sticking up for myself. I felt good sticking up for myself. That was because of something that I wanted to do. For my own self. For my own belief and morals. I stood up to him, and he didn't say nothing in return because he knew I was right. The thing about Jehovah's Witnesses is this. They wanna act like they believe what Jehovah's Witnesses are teaching them. They want to believe they're right, that they're right about everything that are being told to them, and the outside world is all wrong, it's all bad, all that stuff. That's their teaching, that's the way they're trained to believe, that everyone else is wrong and they're right about everything. Then when it comes back to them, they want to be wrong, or they still want to be right by putting the other person down. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, again, you don't have to be religious to be a good person. And another part I want to get into this about it is Jehovah's Witnesses like to love bomb people. Long story short, if you don't know what love bombing is, it's good. It can be used as a positive light or a negative light. And for Jehovah's Witnesses, unfortunately, it's used as a negative light. And I'll give an example. Recently, I've learned this before, but it never really crossed my mind a long time ago, is sociopaths. And if you don't know what a sociopath is, antisocial personality disorder. Now, there's a lot of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there that are watching this that would know what that is. And if you think that they have these kind of traits, leave them in the comments. Feel free to leave them in the comments if you can confirm this. Now, disclaimer, I'm not self-diagnosing, but this is just what I see, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole love bombing in a negative light kind of way. Or in a way. Yeah. Here's just a few points that the Jehovah's Witnesses have. They are pathological liars, lack of remorse, shame or guilt. They have shallow emotions, incapacity for love, need for stimulation. So, I'll just give a few of those points. Shallow emotions, when they show what seems to be warmth, joy, love, compassion, it is more feigned than experience and serves an ulterior motive, meaning the lobotomy part, like I had mentioned, in a negative light. They like to play the victim to someone they're preaching to. They're pathological liars, meaning they're lying on a constant basis. For the ones that aren't higher than the elders or brothers in the community, they are pathologically lying to other people. They are being trained to lie to people on a constant basis. As I mentioned in a previous video, that's how their mind is, unfortunately. They're trained to constantly lie to people. I'll give an example. They lie to people about going to paradise, that paradise is supposed to be this grandiose place, when in reality, breaking down to it, is just an excuse to take people's money. And they did that with Prince. They did that with Michael Jackson, I believe. I know they've been trying to do that with Prince since he died. Michael Jackson, I don't know much that they're trying to do that to, but that's besides the point. They'll do anything they can to take the money. I'll tell you why. And there's a lot of videos being made about this. Because of the scandals they're trying to cover up. They're trying to cover up their scandals. But they don't want Jehovah's Witnesses that are lower than them to know that they're being lied to from the scandals. It's kind of an unfortunate state of affair that they're being trained to be this way, had this kind of type of personality trait of a sociopath in their own type of way. I wish they could see that they're being manipulated and lied to about this. They're being manipulated and lied to act their own way to their own families. They're being trained and lied to their own families to lie to them. I don't know. It frustrates me, but at the same time I get it. At the same time I get why they have to act this way. Because they don't get it. I understand it though. They aren't capable to show emotion and the capability to love other people that are in the outside world, even to their own families, because they're so brainwashed to lying to people. And they have antisocial personality traits. I know there's a lot of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses. Again, I'm pretty sure I stated this. Go ahead, feel free to leave a comment if you think they have these antisocial personality disorder traits of a sociopath. Now, for those who don't know, don't confuse sociopath with psychopath, because they're two completely different things. Anyway, I wish they knew better. I wish they could wake up and realize the damage they've done to people. The damage they're doing to people. And they're still doing it. But I don't think they will. And again, as I mentioned this in a previous video, maybe they'll never get it. Maybe they'll never realize they're manipulating and lying to people. That Jehovah's Witnesses is just a scam. The cult is a scam. And I wish they could see they're being constantly manipulated and lied to. That's just my opinion anyway. I would never go back to something that scams people and lies to them on a constant basis. They're pathological liars, and they, like the elders and the brothers and the head Bethel, do that to their own followers. They can't be honest because they're so caught up in their own lie that they have to do it to their followers. And their followers are doing it. They're doing it to everyone else in the outside world. I'm training myself to... I've been gone a little better than 5 years, as I mentioned in my previous videos also. I've been gone a little better than 5 years. And it sucks, again, as I mentioned, that I can't talk to my own family that are Jehovah's Witnesses. Just to have a natural conversation without turning it into a fight about religion and stuff like that. I wish they could see they're being brainwashed, but they never will. But for my own sake and health and well-being, I had to escape that. And I'm happy at the same time I did. It hurts knowing I'm never going to get to talk to them. And I never go back to that cult. I don't want to get lied to. At least for my opinion. Myself. I never go back to a place to get lied to again. Or at all, really, for that matter. In another video, I want to talk about brainwashing. Comment, for those who stuck around long enough to this video toward the end, till the end really, that you made it this far. And maybe I'll shout you out in the next video. I want to do stuff like that, where I shout people out who made it to the end of this video. I want to give them a shout out. So, again, comment you made it this far. If you think Jehovah's Witnesses have these personality traits of a sociopath, let me know. Again, disclaimer, I'm not self-diagnosing them just from what I've learned. So anyway, also, if you want me, again, to make a video about brainwashing and stuff like that, feel free to leave it in the comments. Also, along with that you made it to the end and stuff like that. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.